Guardian Oracle. My apologies, I am late. I actually had to run to town and everybody and their sister was at Walmart trying to get ready for our camping trip. I'm going to turn my phone on silent and I just want to say, hey, if you're new to my channel, welcome in. For those of you who've been waiting, looks like there is a few of you, 7 in here. Hey guys, what's up? Happy Sunday. What's up, Tay Tay? What's up, Wade? Hot Rod? Got the whole family in here. I'm glad you are patient. Hey, Morgan. All right. I have to run in my house real fast and grab some fire so I can light my candles. Man, it got so hot out here, my candle took a hard left turn. All right, I will be right back. And we're in. Oh, my lighter was sitting right there. Well, that shouldn't have been for nothing. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. I light this with the intentions of connecting with the soul tribe with the element of fire. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something with my candles, not leave them out here. In my purse hanging in one of the side pockets.
Yeah, I'm going to Walmart.
Okay. What do you have to get?
The cheese, the baby food. If you don't do it exactly the way it
Yeah, well, I didn't have the app, so I...
yeah,
does
no,
it...
You can't buy a 2-pound block. You have to buy 2 individual 1-pound blocks of cheese.
Okay.
And we need to continue with the
All right. Let's do some red for some grounding. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, I light this with the intention of grounding these energies and illuminating the crown chakra. Let's tap into this collective energy. So my birthday is the 3rd. That's gonna bug me. It's all crooked. So, one of my sister's childhood friends brought me some really cool sages. One is a cedar slim stick smudge, and the other is a rue smudge. And they smell wonderful. And she also got me a new little chakra selenite crystal to join the rest of the family here. Alright. I did not meditate on this energy. I'm just coming in guns hot, and we're gonna get this party started. Hello, Layla Show. Welcome to the channel. Oh my gosh. Moderators, will you guys get anybody in there that's being ridiculous out of the chat? No, I am not single. I am married. Thanks for asking. Probably shouldn't be finding chicks on YouTube. Just saying. Some people's children, I will tell you what. Yeah, wait, I need to get back on there. I got your message earlier about when I was talking about the galactic line. I'm going to get back on there and do that. My day was pretty smooth, and then towards the end of the day, it's like I had to take care of 50 things all of a sudden. So, and my sinus infection didn't go away. So I ended up going into the urgent care, which I hate modern medicine. I try to use everything with herbs, and to the best of my knowledge, what I could eliminate any bit, it's a bacteria infection. So I ended up getting some antibiotics, and I'm not used to putting medicine in my body, just natural herbs. So I started feeling a little crappy there for a minute. Hi, Magic. Yeah, normally I don't have sinus problems, but about 6 weeks ago, the kids, I have 7 kids, and the high schoolers brought home some gunk, and it never really went away. It did a little bit, and then just continued to come back. So yeah, they do suck, and especially when you start getting that headache under your nose. And then I guess I had some water and stuff behind my ear, so the doctor's like, well, if you want a natural remedy for that, just eat some hot spicy foods, which I love spicy food, so I'm probably gonna make me some jalapenos. This channel is called the Guardian Oracle, so I channel messages from the higher realms and pull in collective energy using my intuitive abilities and oracle cards to do that. We do talk about chakras in this channel, but that is I'm not into the Reiki thing by any means, or that's not my forte. I'm not performing a ritual, so I like the stage. For those of you that are new to the channel, thank you, welcome here. My name is Casey. I am an intuitive psychic medium. I can channel past on loved ones. I have intuitive abilities to just kind of reach into the collective energy. I receive messages basically through anything and everything. I connect with my spirit guides in the higher realms, and archangels, ascended masters, and I just kind of bring forth what's for the highest good of the collective that's trying to evolve and raise their vibration. This channel is basically about healing past traumas, how to work within your own heart space, open that up, things that could be happening in your life. I'm just here to confirm specific things that may or may not. So if I say a name, a word, or bring up a scenario, that could just be confirmation to you that you're on the right path. Or if you've had a thought that it was seeded with something similar, this could be a message in there for you. I'm just here to confirm things for you and to bring enlightenment and love, and just kind of give you a nice way of looking at things for you to go within and to seek. All right, let's clear this energy out. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, I call on you for clarity and guidance. I ask that all the messages that would come through would be true and for the greatest good of the collective. Archangel Michael, I call you in to guard the gates as I open up to a channel. I demand, declare, and decree that no weapons formed against myself or listeners shall prosper. So mote it be. I'm going to use my sacred prayer language to call on my guides. Te oye shike o te atere te e shokotara pai ke te todere ke pate a shayamana ye. Wapaka te shuturu te ke patate ke te taye shokotere pipi o tui. Asdra ke o te kire patate ke shokote apate. So mote it be. Soon as I came back to the front, I heard rejuvenation. So somebody could be getting a spa treatment, could be doing some deep self-care, could be feeling rejuvenated, could have spent time in nature, could actually have taken my right ear, just went like completely deaf. That is a confirmation for somebody. All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels, I'm hearing go to the number deck of the highest bright light, messages for the collective, for the highest good of all. I'm going to pull numbers, and they may resonate with you. You may have already seen them on clocks, things within your vicinity. It could be a confirmation for you. I will read them out. If it is a number that you've been seeing and the message on the card, or what I say intuitively after that, if there is a message, will be something that is connecting for you. In some way, shape, or form, there is a message within there. Being 222 as I was shuffling. All right. For the highest good of the collective, Holy Spirit. Hope you guys are all good. I am so excited for this weekend. Hey, I'm on a live. What's up?
Katie went back to the store.
I know, you already told me.
And he wanted the girls to come now and watch them, but now they're not.
Okay, tell Kylie.
Deacon needs to do it too.
Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which I've actually been seeing that confirmation, and I've also been seeing 12:30 a lot. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Good luck. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communication clearly. Be sure that everything will fall into place. Why do I feel like there is a passed on loved one coming through with this card? I'm being guided to pull this deck. What's this message this passed on loved one is bringing? Disperse. Dispersing the energy. Maybe you've been bound and feeling trapped by specific things and haven't been able to move forward. And maybe you're hearing the call. Something with the rattle. This is a shamanic deck. Shapeshifter. New perspective. Maybe seeing other things in other animals, birds. Maybe feeling like if a bird has come and perched by you, that is a passed on loved one. For those of you that have been understanding and understanding that animals are spirits, specifically birds that manifest within our vicinity to bring us messages. And if you're one of those people that look at the clock while if you hear a bird that flies by and my right ear's going numb again, that is ancient wisdom. You're already in tuned and locked into that shapeshifter, gaining a new perspective as other things are clearing out of the way for you to move forward. I heard rejuvenation when we first started, so clearing out other things within your vicinity, opening up to your spirit guides, crystals for amplification. Maybe some of you are working with crystals and have tuned into working with those frequencies within the crystals. I gotta plug in my phone real fast. My shit is not together today, but hey, we're here and we're working through it. Which is interesting because I brought up that crystal that I had just gotten as soon as I got in here. So that is confirmation for somebody. I know this is going to sound a little out there, but perhaps I'm hearing the crystalline grid, which the crystalline grid is a remembrance of energies. You could be remembering things about past lives or within your dreams, experiencing things within your dreams that are coming to the forefront, and that could have something to do. Somebody in here was asking about chakras, and as I'm looking down, I'm looking at the solar plexus chakra on that crystal. Some of you actually could be getting Reiki or have gotten Reiki and released a bunch of energy that you were ready to energetically let go of, or could be a Reiki master or moving towards that. Hi, Susan Light. The birds and the time. I know, I'm right there with you. Next, we got 1010. It's up to you. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. 1010. The end of a cycle and the beginning of a new. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of this situation. Maybe there is somebody coming in that's going to help you open and awaken to other things that maybe you haven't seen before in a specific situation, or are going to bring enlightenment about your spiritual gifts, bringing in balance and justice to a specific situation. It's like your guide has manifested into a physical being, and you are being helped with that. Also, when we're in the vibration of empathy and love, we're able to gain and get the higher messages from the higher realms because love is such a high frequency. I'm hearing to also pull another one from that deck. Somebody could have been feeling stuck in the situation of having empathy for others, or feeling like others haven't had empathy for you. And we're going back to this awakening with the 1, 2, 3, 4, dispersing old energy, and your perspective in which you look at things. Tell me more about the 10-10. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. And maybe that is exactly what that is. And here it says, I am never alone. And look at the connectivity in this card with all those beings. Drawn back to the center of self, realizing that you are everyone and everything, interconnectedness. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. I heard pull another one. 3 could be important. Doubt. I release the need to know all of the answers. And there it is. And there it is. Some of you could recognize that symbol, or have been seeing that symbol, or symbology could be very important to you at this time. Bottom of the deck, surrender. I can release my need to control. I release the need to know all of the answers, trusting that the divine is going to put you and your higher self, your intuitive inklings, you're going to be simultaneously led to where you need to be at the right time and the right people. Just like me having to run a town and take care of a few things before I go out of town, it's never coincidence, you know, there never is. I ended up giving a guy, while I was getting fuel, his pickup wouldn't start. It was an old pickup, and he was about my age, and I said, hey man, you need a jump? He's like, well, I'm not sure yet. This is an old pickup. And I said, well, and it was like an old 57 Chevy badass truck. But just wouldn't start. And I had jumper cables because I've been needing to jump my pickup there for a while too. So I whipped around and gave him a jump and got his pickup started, and shook his hand and said, hey, my name's Casey. And he says, my name's Tyler. Your name could be Tyler or Casey, or that could have some significance within it. But giving somebody a jump start, some energy, but I happened to be there, and who knows, because a lot of people have a hard time asking for help, and he kind of was like, and then I was like, man, just let me give you a jump, we'll get you right on your way, you know. So never underestimate how we're meant to help others, you know what I mean, and do it with a grateful heart. Being called to pull from this deck, so we'll see what we have. We have the Emperor. You could be somebody that is in or moving into a position, whether it's in work. I also heard finances, though it's not pentacles. Sitting in a spot where you are able to help and guide others, or have some sort of a leadership role. Soul time. This card, the Emperor, led on this. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concepts that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So there is no need for doubt or loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You are an infinite being in a mortal body. I release the need to know all of the answers, and I feel like that is, I'll definitely take that message too, because boy, have I been seeking. I'm watching Loki on Marvel right now, the episodes of that, the series of that, and a lot of it is about quantum and timeline jumping, where he gets captured by, he uses the Tesseract cube and leaps into a different realm, and basically these people come and arrest him, and Loki, obviously we know he's a god, the god of mischief. And anyways, he comes to find out that this time place is all they go to the end of time, and it's just one dude. It's freaking insane. So that's kind of how I've been getting messages. And then I found this podcast, which I'll put it in the comments, talking about the 12 realms, and that there's actually 13, and was supposed to be 13 zodiac signs, but though one is hidden. And I was kind of in and out of sleeping when I was listening to this. So after watching Loki and then putting that in my earbud, and I was just kind of sitting back in the chair with my baby, and because I know there's more, you know, and I don't know how it falls right now, and I'm trusting in the divine timing of how that's going to work out. Of course, we all want to know who's behind the curtain, right? You know what I mean? What is the hierarchy? Because we we need to know, but that's something that will come to us in the right time as other things are opening up and unfolding, you know. So I'm just trusting in the process, but I know I'm being led to watch certain things so I can unlock DNA codes within my own Akashic record, and so that I can have an understanding, because we have remembrances from past lives, things we've done. If you're pulled towards philosophy or science or theology, the study of books and esoteric writings, because there's so much things hidden in there, your eyes will open. And if you're drawn to something, I'm encouraging you to pursue that. It's for a reason. If you're really into gardening or horticulture or massage therapy, and then it becomes your Reiki master, there's a reason you're doing what you're doing. Customer service, you're great with people, your upliftment. You could be the guy that gives somebody a hug at a restaurant and, runs their credit card out to them and see them cry in their car. A guy, and who knows, his family could have left him and, got a divorce with his wife and at the end of his rope, and maybe you giving him a hug and he left his card, right, on accident so that you could be there for that person. We're just saying in a scenario, and say he was going to go try to, transition to this, I didn't want to be here anymore. Maybe just what you said or the energy you shared were energetic beings. Our auric fields are huge. Don't underestimate what energy that you hold just because you can't see it with your own eyes or you don't understand it. We are powerful, magnificent beings. So all of you are placed strategically in a specific place for a specific reason. And taking the soul time, what does it say right here? The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while corporeal body is mortal, that the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite, which means we can tap in, tune in, help, receive, give in any way, shape, or form if we're open to that frequency, right? The frequency of soul time, truth, Ace of Wands. That is bringing in some enlightenment, right? See, and we've got, man, you guys are about to start stepping into a powerful position where you are leading others, where you are fruitful and fertile in your the essence of your being, the way that you are highly spiritual and highly gifted. And some of you know what your gifts are, and there's more to unlock. And some of you are just scraping the surface and are so excited and maybe noticing like these natural phenomenons. And whether you work with energy or you're a very intuitive psychic and you receive downloads, or maybe a lot of you have noticed lately that your body is transitioning, feeling a little bit tired at sometimes when normally you have more energy. Our bodies are really going through a shift, and it has to happen slowly because our planet in the universe is ascending to a height and an energy frequency that it has not been in before. Help me, spirit guides, how to say this. That we have to remain patient. Our physical, remember, we are mortal beings and we pack a lot of energy. Just a small petit of the aspect of our souls are in this body, coming down. Ace of Cups, all getting fed, right? Filling up that cup, our mortal beings. And sometimes that can make us feel a little sick, or our body has to transition to that amount of light. It is a very powerful energy when you are working with the divine. Chariot on the bottom of the deck, moving forward from maybe some stagnancy or not feeling well, or mentally questioning everything within your mental capacity. Hi Alicia, I'm glad you're in here. I will come in alignment with that. Alicia says, thank you, Father God Almighty, for all of your blessings and infinite, limitless health, wealth, prosperity, abundance in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ's mighty name. Amen. Absolutely. And we are all claiming that. We are all claiming this. Look at that hope. A lot of times not everything is all love and light. Sometimes stuff is hard, but I feel like the collective has really been working on this transitional period through the mind state of moving forward and allowing our conscious awareness to expand and to open up new horizons, even if we don't understand it. But your believing in yourself is making way your allowance, those positive energies and those positive vibrations that you're sitting in when you think positive thoughts. Think about what you want to see. We talk about goal setting. I feel like a lot of you have just lately been blanketed within angels' wings and just lifted up and held, and shown snippets of the things that you need to see most, or snippets of your within your dreams. And I did talk about that. Maybe your dreams are starting to become a reality, and these could be daydreams, day visions, you zoning out and just staring at something. A lot of the time when you do that and you can hear that voice in there, you're being, oh, I need to go feed the dog. And then maybe you go outside and then there's two birds waiting by the dog's bowl. Or, you know what I mean? You're being led and allowing yourself to be led by your higher self. As I said, that two birds just flew by. Number 1212, the persistence. I heard, I'm on the pursuit of happiness. Everything that shines ain't always gonna be gold, but I'll be fine in a minute. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is in the cards. And we talked about romance too. Romance can be having romance with yourself, falling in love with your being, your creativity, your ability to just look at things different than you used to be able to gain this wisdom of the owl. Owls are nocturnal. They stay awake at night. They hunt at night. Maybe in this, really bringing me back to the dreams. Nighttime could be very important for some of you. You guys could be experiencing things with owls or within your dreams. This is when wisdom is coming to you. Maybe if you sit out on your porch, or a lot of you have been drawn outside to underneath the stars, this could be something that's guiding you. And we've got butterflies at the bottom of that card, and it's like taking, oh, she's got the owl masquerade mask on. Now that is interesting. That really makes me feel like some of you are entangling with your own spirit guide behind the bird. See how the bird is the mask? And she's got wings flying, taking an overview. That is amazing. 10-10. The persistence. It's up to you through this progression of what you're going to perceive and receive. Dispensing out those old energies of worries, doubts. There's no fucking way that could be my guide. You know what I mean? And like, no, that's my guide. Like, the more you believe it, the more you're going to see it, right? Because belief and hope and love cover the multitude of all things, right there along with gratitude, empathy, and forgiveness. You're unstoppable when you're in those frequencies. And they can be challenging to get into when you're going through a hard time, but the reason that we're going through hard times is because it's making us look at something within, something we've missed. Seeking things within, and sometimes even in our wake state, we might not be realizing these things. It could be something that's coming to us in the dream state. It truly can be. And some of you astro travel, I know Wade does, and Wade gets around and is able to do that. It is something that you can practice and learn. All of us have the capability to astro travel and to have lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is a lot more working with your subconscious mind. So the things that will manifest within your dream can be your own fears, or it's your own reality that's made up within that, right? Astro traveling, your astral body is out of your body and you're traveling, right? So it is very, very interesting. I'm hearing NDE, near-death experiences, and maybe some of you have had a near-death experience, you know what I mean? And I'm not... Those things will really wake us up, and when we're out of our body like that, and say we're in I seen Air Life, and that's what they're showing me tonight. Air Life was going in, I was going to the bank. I started praying over whoever was in the helicopter coming in, and that life would be given to them, because I was air lifed. I almost died from a kidney injury, and I lost 2 quarts of blood within my own stomach, and I shouldn't have been alive. Absolutely not. I tore my kidney completely in half. And they were stuck together. So I popped a hole in my bladder and part of my stomach. I had to have a lot of stuff stitched up. I had so many reconstructive surgeries. And just don't ever underestimate where you'll go in times like that, you know. I don't know why, but spirits, you know, if you've gotten knocked out or hit your head and maybe were dazed and confused for a while, maybe you went somewhere. My nose is itching, so that is a confirmation for somebody. Sometimes that's how spirit will check back in with us in that state of our spiritual our light being, to get to that place, because it is very dense down here, you know, intuitively, and our free choice and free will for these other realms not to intervene with the evolution of soul. So when we seek, it's a greater possibility for us to receive these things. When we're asking and we're moving forward, it becomes a greater possibility. It is a possibility because we are infinite and we're seeking. When we're just kind of letting things bypass us, and, you know, Spirit's showing you this every day, right? And you're just like, oh, you know, it's 12:34, and not seeing that it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we all start somewhere, you know, but when we're not taking that as serious as we could be, they'll reach out and they'll get us in a different way. Maybe we'll have an accident. If you're somebody that's always in a hurry and always trying to rush through stuff, or speed all the time, or, you know what I mean? You could have some sort of accident that has brought you into alignment with checking back in with Spirit in that way. You know what I mean? Or what they're showing me is like doing reconstructive surgery on your energy body so that you can bring those light codes down and unlock certain things within your physical being. That's so interesting. 1919, cycles. Some of you could have found yourself in repetitive cycles and are finding the wisdom to realize what those cycles and patterns are for you. Susan says, I astral travel. Yeah, someone's coming in. That itchy nose gets me every time. And my ear will go like deaf, so deaf, and it's so high pitched. The other day, I was sitting in my living room and everybody was kind of just talking, and I just heard this super high pitch in my right ear. And both of my ears mean different things depending on what side that I get it in, and it was so high pitched, and it normally is like maybe 10-15 seconds and it'll dissipate. This was like for almost like 2 minutes. So I got up and I was like, okay, Spirit, what are you trying to show me? I observed my surroundings, was listening to what, you know, people in the house were saying, trying to receive a message through that, any ad or commercial on the TV or what program was on, because I received messages like that. They'll say something, you know, time to go outside. It could be a mom telling her kids on TV, and I'm like, okay, I need to go outside. And a lot of people are like, that's freaking crazy, but no, that's how I get messages. So the universe can use anything to deliver a message, right? It's if we have the ears and the eyes to see. It's really quite magical. Yeah. The closing the eyes lately, that is another thing with closing the eyes and seeing the light, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Lately, okay, and it's been off and on for a few years, but if I just look at the wall, a door will like appear, and it's just a shadow, but it looks like the phone, you know how long and skinny our phones are, a rectangle. Sitting up long ways, but I will see it on the wall, and then if I focus on it, I can see other auras start to go around it, and if I focus on it too much, it'll start to go away and kind of go down. I also have like this floater thing in my eye, which is so interesting, but if I look up in the sky, like I can see specks of light. I'm trying to think of, you know, when you rub your eyes and you can see the light behind it, kind of, and, you know, when you get a good rub going, that's kind of how it is with my eyes open, looking up into the sky. I can see all of that, and it almost sometimes, like, it's so blinding I can't look at it because I try to focus on it, and it just looks like little fireflies kind of just going around. It's super neat. When you start to awaken your eyes, I feel like my eyesight actually got worse in the aspect of seeing far. But that I was able to see other things. I don't know if you guys experienced that at all. Are you saying hi? Did you bring your dinosaur to the show? Yeah. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, it's Mama.
That's Mama. Can you say love you?
Love you.
Wave, bye.
Bye.
Okay, take your dinosaur out. Come on, Mama's walking, baby. Come on. Love it, did you? Can you take her out, please? We're talking about cycles. Karma will be paying you a visit Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't have to repeat in future. Make some space for new experiences. For some of you, that could be a karmic lesson in forgiveness. Maybe somebody's not going to forgive you right out the gate because you're learning that lesson of what it feels like when you're not forgiven and you really care about somebody. Because when we're angry, we hang on to resentments and stuff. For some of you, that could be good dharma. That could be karma. This is the year of the 8 of karma. Go ride your bike, please. Thank you. All right. So, we're going to talk about those cycles because I feel like that's important. Oh, where could you be? Maybe some of you are hearing like nursery rhymes, or maybe some of you lost your dog and miss your dog. That could definitely be for somebody. Oh, where has my little dog gone? Oh, where could he be? I have not sung that since I was little, and then they're showing me the wheels on the bus go round and round. Some of you, okay, cycles, continuously being within the same cycles, or some of you can commute on a bus and are noticing certain cycles within certain people. Transportation could be important at this time. I did have, there's 6 of Swords moving away. Maybe some of you have moved or had to leave in the middle of the night, or have gone somewhere in the middle of the night to get away from a certain scenario. Hey, can you guys, we have the whole 2 acres. Can you guys take her out, please? Thank you. Follow your intuition. Maybe you've been moving and coming in hot on some of your, intuitive ideas that you've had. This wanted to land on cycles, which is the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you're waiting for, you are waiting for some sort of karmic reward, so to speak, whether that's through your spiritual gifts. Some of you, I don't know why what is it? I'm hearing like a bypass, but something within like this, maybe is it the heart? They're also showing me something with the esophagus. Some of you could have been really focused on material wealth and manifesting that, and that could be something else that is going to be coming for you and rising up in your finances, finally catching a break. When you start to end old cycles and pick up on the lessons that the universe is giving you the opportunity to grow from. The High Priestess, and within that you're becoming very intuitive and realizing that some of these things that you're doing, you're actually awakening other things within your being, letting go of old things that no longer serve you. You're realizing maybe your intuition is heightened a lot more. You could be doing this alone, specifically on your own, and some of you could be perhaps have tried to bring other people along your spiritual pursuit with you. Whether it's going out on hikes or could be doing anything, chakras or meditating together or yoga, and maybe you've been stood up quite a bit and you're starting to realize that some people just aren't in alignment with you, and it's time to release. We can't carry people to where we got to listen to the pulse of the universe and be led on our own. I feel like you guys are going to start on this spiritual pursuit on your own and really start taking off and maybe moving into that quite quickly. 8 of Pentacles. You could be working on something for a very long time, and you could really, for some of you, I feel like that this has something to do, if you work with your hands, maybe you had arthritis surgery. They're showing me, what is it? Rheumatoid arthritis. I don't know what that is. Rheumatoid arthritis is what I'm hearing. And something within the hands and the knuckles. Maybe you've had hand injuries or haven't been able to use your hands as well. And maybe you've had to take time off, and that has You found maybe you found your voice. Maybe you've had to step into customer service if you know what I mean. You're used to like building houses or drawing or painting. Maybe you had to pick up another, I'm hearing a hobby. Maybe it is a hobby for you. But maybe you're regaining that strength back within your hands. Lupus. Maybe somebody has lupus and is sensitive to the sun. That could also be a reason why maybe you're more awake at night or you go out at night. You could be on medications also that make your skin sensitive to the sun. All right. Whatever you've been doing, I do feel like there's going to be victory in it. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands at the bottom. You're going to be celebrating something that's been a long time coming for you. A victory and a success, and you've been working very hard with yourself, with your guides, energetically and emotionally. I'm really coming in with emotionally. You are the sun in a lot of people's lives. You bring the sun to the sick, the poor, the ones at work. Anytime you have an entanglement, if you see somebody's not smiling, you are the smile on people's faces. You just bring this warmth and this glow wherever you go, and you might not realize it. You probably spend a lot of time by yourself and you have like this social awkwardness when you do go out and have these entanglements with others. Maybe some of you carry a crystal in your pocket or in your purse, and when you go out you kind of like use that as your I'm hearing like a beacon of something. I don't know. Maybe you guys are healing and transmuting energy of others and not saying anything. And you use a specific crystal to do that if you see somebody in such a way. If you're doing that, that is amazing. So maybe somebody's been to, they're showing me a bench. Found somebody sitting on a bench or have been, I don't know, sitting on the bench and like now you're going into the game. You're unlocking. Okay, they're showing me this deck. This is a deck I made. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Tell me about the collective energy. Moving away from those underhanded dealings and things that have been happening towards to you, just because of your unawareness that you can't help everybody. You may probably have a huge heart and are constantly, all the way out please, and are constantly trying to, you're energetically spent. You know what I mean? I see the dinosaur in there. My daughter absolutely loves dinosaurs. That is so funny. Yeah, her name's Cooper. She's super cool. Hi. She's got to come out. Everything's hi if she's getting in trouble. Hi. And it depends on what hi it is, or if she's really doing something she's not supposed to do. Hi. And I'm like, what are you doing that you're not supposed to be doing, Cooper? Her name's Cooper Marie Moon. So I got a piece of leather and I got this lapis-lazuli moon, and it's got silver wrapped around it, and it's the tree of life, and she loves it and does not want to take it off. So that is, she goes, Koopa me moon. So me moon for her necklace. So she's so cute. She loves crystals. Cuecho. I like Cuecho, Mom. So adorable. The innocence in the kid, like, they love being out here. My kids do. And maybe you guys have just kind of been sharing. And kids might be the way to go. And now a lot of older people are so programmed into not believing or wanting to, you know, they're like, oh, I had somebody post on one of my shorts earlier about, you know, the other day on the live when that guy was being nasty. And I was talking about what, you know, when you live in a lower vibrational frequency and you're saying rude, cruel things and hurtful things, or just disgusting, filthy things sexually, like that, to me, you're at a low frequency, and the universe responds energetically. Not so much the words what you're saying, but every word you have has a vibration to it. And some guy puts on my short, that's nonsense, and I was just like, oh, to hell with you. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't. Some people just don't. Some people don't get it, and they're not gonna get it. But the kids get it. The kids want to learn. The kids want to know, and they're eager. And you know, that is our future generation. You know, who gives two shits if somebody who's in their 40s and 60s thinks my shit's non-shit. You done got non shit going on there. Fine. It's not for you, big guy. So just keep on scrolling. Yeah, those are the people that probably do use mind manipulation to create illusions for others that they're not on the right path. And it could be verbally through that. They might not even realize that they're like a master manipulator just through making people feel down about what they're doing. Kids are so eager, and let's just keep it real. Kids are already tapped in. Kids already are in the spirit realm. They see things. They astro travel. My kids are out doing things when they're sleeping. My kids are talking to the birds. My daughter talks to her frogs. If for any of you that follow my channel, she's got her hops. All the butterflies are her honeys, you know, and I was like that as a little girl. I loved every little bug and those Mormon crickets with the big stinger on the butt, they jump around all the time, and she's like, oh, cute, and they're just connected, you know what I mean? So why waste your time on people that are just numb? They're just numb, and they probably will incarnate again and come back, and you know what I mean? All we can do is just love up on those babies and those children, and just teach them to never grow up in that way. You know what I mean? To realize what spirit is and their freedom in it, and talk. You can talk to the birds. You can talk to, look, 2 birds, and you can come up with something for them. When you see 2 birds, it means, or 3 birds, I love you. 3 birds means I love you, baby, you know, and you can make up anything for them, and their spirit guides will know forever, even when you're gone, that 3 birds with mommy meant I love you. And that'll be their thing. We're conscious creators. We can create and ask for the signs that we want from 1 bird for me means spirit's here. That will be like, yes, spirit's giving me what's coming to my mind, especially if I'm driving. If I see 2 birds, that's my sign for confirmation. You know, if I see 3 birds and I'm talking about somebody or thinking about somebody or with somebody, that tells me they're my soul tribe. My guides know that because I set that with my guides. Well, let's just say my higher self, and my guides already knew I was going to do the whole thing, but you get it. It's not like, oh gosh, I wonder what that sign means. Say, no, this is my sign for these birds or for this number. 11 is my yes number. I know if I see 11 or add any numbers up and I'm asking myself a question and my guides point me to numbers, I know that that's my yes. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got to keep their innocence. Alicia says, I'm babysitting my granddaughter of 5 years old and I feel wonderful to be with her. Don't they just have that energy of just unconditional love and curiosity? Grandma, look. Try reading a book to them and showing them the pictures and making up your own words to the story and making it. I want to write children's books and hide little nuggets of synchronicities and with crystals, how they have magic powers, and you know what I mean? Totally fiction, right? But it'll be something that they'll remember. I read this book when I was younger, and I'm experiencing it now. You know, I love kids. 222, as I'm saying that, leaving a legacy by stepping out where others are afraid to. You guys can't make this up. 333. The crazier it is, the more sense it makes. I had to lose my mind to find my soul, right? You guys know that's true. You guys know that's true. Wow. Channeling a lot more today. I like that. All right. Conscious creators, benevolent beings, the soul tribe of the enlightened coming together and spreading awareness. And really, when we come together and we just even having this channel and these talks and the whole 19 of you, thank all of you for being in here and hitting the like button and sharing videos, because it's not so much about the channel growing, right? It's not about, I don't do it for that purpose, but with the way that YouTube is set up and the algorithm, the likes spread the video. I had somebody today, his name's actually Alex, and yesterday I channeled the name Alex, and he's like, oh my gosh, everything in that video is for me. And then I was like, well, I'm really glad you liked it. And then I came back and commented again. I'm like, hey, by the way, I channeled your name, because I clicked on his profile and seen his name is actually Alex. I'm like, I channeled your name in that message. And I wasn't going to do Alex, because Alex is my oldest son's dad. And I was like, no, I don't know why it's coming through. I'm not going to put that in there, just in case he watches it and thinks it's about him or whatever. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to put it in there. It's for somebody, And I swear, Spirit shows up and says, see, told you, follow your intuition, trust your gut. It's just... every time we come together and we do this, do you guys know the amount of energy? Because you guys are all having the same thoughts. Yes, amen. I received that. You guys are, this is your energy. This is our energy that's coming out. Some of these are confirmation. Some of these are just collective. And it's like, oh my gosh, okay, so I am doing good. These are spirits coming through this gal up here on YouTube. And it's making sense, and you guys already know you talk to your guides. Your guides are going to find some way to deliver you the confirmation so that you feel, because we all need that slap on the back, it says, keep going, you're doing good, I'm proud of you, or here, let me send you some nuggets through this, and it's like exciting, right? It's like you're looking for DB's treasure, you know what I mean? And and it's so funny in that show. That's so funny that came up right now, because in that movie Loki, I was telling you guys about the Marvel. It's about the character Loki. Back in like 18 something or 19, I don't even know what the year was. He actually was DB, and he's like, man, you were DB, and then he went to another portal, and that's why they never found him or the fucking treasure. They found money laying around, but I just thought that was funny that it came up right now. We're just bringing in more energy when we all sit here, because all of these minds are connected, right? We are all one. So when we're sitting here and feeling this energy and excited and exuberated, and we're all thinking about the spirit realm and our spirit guides and who we truly are inside of, here, our hearts, our minds, our souls, we're honoring this physical experience, our humanism. We're not just trying to escape planet Earth. We're embracing it because we wanted to come here. We're all having those thoughts, whether they're the same or different or simultaneously, we're switching them out. We're all meeting on this energy wavelength, and that allows that vibration to be seated here on Earth through our beings, right? So therefore, we're raising the conscious awareness of the entire planet, because more of that's being seeded into this earthly realm. It's the science of it. It's fucking magical. We're magnificent. I mean, what else could I say? Goodness. I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I claim my heart and illuminate my intelligence to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. It's literally what I just was talking about. Working through that heart chakra. Emerald green. I'm hearing the emerald tablets. Some of you could be very interested in the emerald tablets, or could be coming up on an emerald. I'm hearing an emerald diamond, or it could be a makeshift. You might find an old ruby or something that has that emerald green color in it. If you do, that is for you. It could be a shirt. It could be a nose ring. It could be anything that you find. If you do, that is for you. It could be a crystal. Oh, freedom through faith. And that wanted to come out on top of the other universal deck. Freedom through faith. Speaking up, the throat chakra, right? And we talked about maybe you worked with your hands, and now you're in a position where you're speaking more. I claim my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubts by entrusting my doubts to God. God's source energy lives in you, me, all of us in this chat, all of us. It's if we have the ability to see it when you're connecting with that higher peace, right? And there's a piece of you here, and there's a piece of you that is ascended that's up there. So I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. Releasing doubts, fears, worry. Okay, Spirit says read this one. It is time to hit the reset button. Clear out all the old so that the room is available for new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome to this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. That is exciting. We were talking about ending cycles. 10-10, 19-19, and then we got the progression of the 1-2-3-4, dispensing the old energy. Some of you might be moving. Some of you might be remodeling and revamping and cleaning out old stuff that is, there's kids that are coming up, 19 and 20-year-olds that are having kids. You got an old couch, and maybe you came across some money, or you found something else, or somebody else was getting rid of a nicer couch, and you want to put it for free on classifieds, and you know what I mean, post it and give somebody, some people can't buy a couch when they're at that age. Or you got an old twin bed that's been sitting out there, or a frame, or a dresser, or some tools, and maybe there's some kid that works on his car. Start giving it away. Put it up for a few bucks if you need to make a few bucks off of it. What you give, you will receive in return. Everything is energy, even our material possessions. So when we can clear out the old, there will be ways for new energy, whether it is spiritual gifts, a lot more crystals to come in. That emerald green crystal that's going to pop up when you're going through your stuff, that was great Grammy's, grandpappy's, pappies. You never know. These messages are coming out for a reason, and you will be surprised in, I'm hearing the word Tuscany. That could mean something to somebody. You'll be surprised what you'll find and what is going to show up for you, because we are keepers of ancient wisdom, and the more that we're seeking and doing, we're in a physical world. We've got to do some work here in the physical realm. If that's cleaning out a cluttered closet and giving away some coats, or, just freeing up some space, and energetically you're going to feel so much better and lighter. Balance. I find balance in each sphere of my... What time is it? 8 o'clock here on my... that is so interesting. It's actually 9, because it was 8 when I walked out, and I was like, shit, I'm late I was supposed to be on 7:44, and 8 and 8:11 have been coming up a lot. I find balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. Sphere. Isn't that weird that it would say that? Each sphere of my life. Transformation at the bottom of the deck. I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures I am present with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. All of that, I feel, has been a unconditional love, and I was going to put the deck down, and they're like, read it, it's right there, get it, send it. So we're going to send it out. That unconditional love, we are going to send it out. Some of the things I could say could mean something different for you, or could be key points. Maybe there's a need to send out unconditional love to even those that you've had strife with. Because you're going to feel so good when we release that. 333 as I'm saying that. If you've been seeing that number, that could be a message for you. 3 or 33. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. What did I say right before we started that? Maybe there's a need. And then as I was reading that, I didn't want to interrupt reading the card. Perhaps on March 3rd, that could be an important date, or March 30th. There could have been something important that happened during that time, or situation that needs forgiveness, or somebody passed away is coming through right now and wants you to know. Maybe you guys were on the outs, and no matter what that was, that there's only forgiveness and love, and forgive that person. That could be their birthday. Forgive them for not extending the olive branch, and them transitioning in that way at that time. That's going to be for somebody, or you could have been 33 when that happened, or they could have passed away when you were 3, I'm hearing. So those are all different scenarios. Right. That Spirit's really just blasting through here tonight, huh? Woo! Hot Rod, I pick up on your energy. Hot Rod says March 30th, I left him. The start of your new beginning. What did that say? That is for you. Where did that card go? What was that? It is time to hit the reset button, clear out old so that it is available for the new. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move into the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome to the beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. Just saying, I feel like that was definitely for you. Hot Rod says, I quit my government jobs. The start of COVID, went down the rabbit hole, found my faith, and packed the house. what a mass awakening, right? For the entire collective throughout that that COVID stuff, right? It's like that huge shift, like in 2012, just bam, bam, hit everybody, and in so many different ways. I mean, for me, I was still in active addiction, so it opened my ass right up into moving and exploring who I am on the exploration. Hippopotamus. I want a hippopotamus. Why are those kids, those songs coming through? Only a hippopotamus will do. Down here and take one down, pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. You guys could be seeing 99 a lot too. Another sign or synchronicity that you are nearing the end of a cycle. Or maybe you just want a hippopotamus. If you have become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. We'll all be a son of a biscuit eater. You guys know what I forgot? I forgot me floating lights. I am so sore. I've been on a cleanse for since Sunday. I have completely detoxed my entire body of everything. I've been eating hard-boiled farm eggs, tomatoes, avocados, lettuce, and chicken. Outside of that, and just pounding the water, I've been taking some cat's claw and some really good herbs, just to cleanse out my kidneys and just detox. My neighbor has a sauna, and she's been letting me go over there and just sweating all that stuff out. Laura, I love you. Thank you for letting me use your sauna, because you feel so good. And then yesterday we got this new double stroller for the little girls. We got a 2-year-old and a 8-month-old, and we started just going to go for a walk around our block, and it's, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of a mile to the end of the road. And then we started jogging, and then we went the whole way around, and we did that twice. And let me just tell you, I ain't jogged in a while, and I used to be super, super fit. But I'm slowly starting to, I didn't even feel like I was out of breath, or, you know what I mean, because I have asthma. Molds and stuff like that really affect, and that's something I'm going to self-heal, is get rid of that. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I did not have asthma. She was like literally healing my body, and then after I gave birth to her, I started having it again. So that's so interesting. I feel like when we have babies, for those of us that have had the ability to bear children this lifetime, they heal you, man. In so many ways, my daughter has healed me. But I didn't feel any sports-induced asthma. I didn't feel anything going through that. So that was pretty awesome. I'm like, okay, I got this. So I am sore, man. Even just trying to sit down to go pee on the toilet, I'm like, son of a, and you just laugh because it hurts so bad. My daughter comes up and wants to crawl on my legs. I'm like, oh, didn't touch that. Good night, Wade. Love you. Have a good night. From Arizona. Thanks, Hot Rod. I appreciate that. I've been a busy bee lately trying to get my, I just felt a need for a deep cleanse and a detox throughout my body. Sometimes you just got to do that and let go. All right, we've got the ant. Perseverance. This is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so impetus. By pacing yourself, the end result will be far more rewarding. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. Sometimes that's really hard, because we like shit a certain way. At least I do. I've got Virgo in my North Node, so I am a little neat freak. With certain things, you know, I like my floors swept and mopped. I like clean floors, and I don't like my counters all cluttered. And my bed made and my pillows right, you know what I mean? And my tank tops folded a certain way, and my toothbrush, you know what I mean? I've got my shit. And, you know, there's 9 of us that live in this house, and a lot of the kids are gone for the summer. And it's been nice to kind of just declutter, but kids bring home so much shit from school and their friends, and we want them to clean up stuff. You know, they kind of throw the toys on the outside of the toy box, not in it. Or if they vacuum, they don't take the hose off and like get the edges underneath the cupboards, and you know what I mean. And miss like 3 air dart toys underneath the kitchen table, and socks they shove under the. You know how kids are. The kids just do the things that just fucking make your eye twitch. So but I don't have time to vacuum and do everything all the time. You know, I gotta go do groceries, and I've gotta order materials, and I've got a garden and a backyard, and we're building a fence and organizing a whole bunch of shit. So I have to pull on my kids. They need to have responsibility, and they need to have the discipline to get things done. And believe it or not, people like to feel needed and wanted, and people like to feel important. Obviously, right? But it's nice to know that we can help somebody else out. And they might not want to do it initially, but asking for help is not a bad thing. And when you are grateful for it and say, wow, thanks, that really helped so much. Even if, you know, they didn't do the best job, or they, you know, unloaded the groceries and dropped a gallon of milk. Hey, you got some help. You know what I mean? A gallon of milk's $3. We're almost 4. You guys get what I'm saying, though. Some of us, we do need to persevere by asking for help, because that is part of that energy exchange we need to be having with others. We've got the dragonfly. Some of you could have this as a tattoo, or that could be your sign for a passed on loved one. That's what's coming to my mind right now, a passed on loved one, and that could just be a synchronicity for you. I was told to look at the time, 9:09. There's the 99 again. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. And lightheartedness goes so far. I mean, there's so many things that we're not going to be able to change everything at once. And sometimes, okay, as physical beings here, we have a need to identify with everything. We need to identify with our body, our personality, our style, because that's that innate need to feel that sense of belonging that we need to have. And when we can release that sense of belonging and kind of let things go, hey, wild woman, go in there and get a diaper on. Your little butt's naked. Hey, go get your diaper on. I know you're running from your brother because you don't want to put it on. You little turd. Your butt cheeks are out. Kitty cat! It's not a full moon tonight, but it's a full moon tonight. Little turd. She came running out the sliding door because they're trying to put her diaper on her. And he's only 9, so yeah, I guess she's quicker than him. I love that you guys have all gotten to know each other. Alright. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Maybe some of you have been singing a lot more and incorporating music into, or have songs in your head. That's also a sign from spirit is what I'm getting right now. They will use music or certain songs and tones, and it could just be those I'm hearing right now, button, who has the button. I don't know if any of you guys played that when you were younger. You all used to sit in a circle and close your eyes, put your hands behind your back, and they'd go behind you with a button and act like they put in everybody's hand, and somebody had the button, and then you had to guess, and then yeah, we would get up and run around until you got back in that person's spot. If you caught them, then they had to do it. That's so interesting. Child's play, you know, being more lighthearted about things. Maybe some of you are remembering your childhood a lot more and seeing, being able to open up and reflect on that. Maybe Maybe you're missing somebody from your childhood. I don't know. I keep staring at this, and it could be like a grandmother or a mother for you. Somebody who was wise and somebody who was fruitful. They could actually, that's a sign of Virgo. They actually could have been a Virgo. I got this pendant in Astoria when I went. This is definitely somebody that's passed over because this person has angel wings. That could be for you. I am actually, and I seen 1109 in the comments, but that came through on 911. Look up that number because that is a highly spiritual number, which is also 11, 9, 10, 11, which is my confirmation that yes, this person could have wore long skirts or dresses a lot. Seen like 50s, 60s type style, you know, or somebody in the kitchen with an apron on a lot. Maybe they started dinner at like right after they served lunch, you know, prepping small things and would go sew for a bit and go wash your hands, you know. This could be somebody that actually had like snails in their garden in the backyard. I don't know, if somebody finds snails, is snails a thing? Maybe there was something that you used to collect in your grandmother's backyard or any backyard of this female, the inner alchemist. Who my left ear is going, that normally it's my right ear, but my left ear just said Gee. The inner alchemist. Like an alchemist, I possess all of the power I need to build a life of joy and harmony. Today, through my positive thoughts, words, and deeds, I create my own light. I understand that I can use the inner magic of intentions to transform myself. Intentions. In the same way, an alchemist transforms lead into gold. Today, I will create my happiness. I got to tell Spirit, tell me more, and then I heard, tell me more, like does he have a car? Uh-huh. Grease lightning. That could be a movie too for somebody. Past on loved ones are really coming through because I'm hearing that and they're like, talk about that. Maybe that's something that you watched with this person, or it was in that era or time frame. That Sandra Dean. Oh, Sandra. Their name could be Sandy. And I'm hearing Georgie boy. Openness. I know that when one door closes, another opens. Today I trust the universe. I trust myself and I trust life. No matter what has gone before. I have faith that something better is on its way. My willingness to release the past prepares me to accept the many new opportunities God opens doors for me. And look at this. Doesn't that look like you got a physical being here, and see that female, feminine figure coming through into spirit? Guys, I'm telling you, there's a few of you here that have a passed on loved one, and maybe I'm looking at this goddess booklet. Maybe this person read books or wrote books, and maybe they're showing me like those romance novels. Definitely with the sewing and stitching, that could be very, very important. They're showing me the thumble. I don't know if that's what it's called. It goes on your thumb when you sew so the needle don't poke your thumb. Maybe that was something that they had or you played with, or and then they're showing me those things that you put in the end of corn so you can eat it. They're yellow, like the old corn fucking cob sticks. And then maybe they had like the dish with the butter so you could do that. They're just showing me a lot of cooking and mealtime. And music. Maybe they had the 8-track, the vinyl records, and that's a pastime, you know. Or maybe you have records that this person had. So cool. Laura, really? That's so cool. Laura says, that is my mother. Yeah, that's just so interesting. Man, very strong woman. And I'm looking at this right now, and a lot of your intuition actually comes, this is the vice versa deck, comes from this person. Whether it's nighttime, they bring you peace, or in the day, they're still there. See the dress? See the garden? This is just a very peaceful person. This is somebody that is, like we pulled out before, they're showing me that card, you're never alone. I release the fear of thinking that I'm alone. Some of you could have just felt or will feel a tap on the right shoulder. A warm sensation, or when you get the goosebumps. Return to the inner temple. Another female card. This person could have been a water sign as well. They're showing me Pisces and Scorpio. Light rays, I'm hearing. Today I discover my inner self in sacred silence. This is the inner temple in which I am able to calmly study the lessons life has provided me. Here I regain my sense of tranquility. I retrieve my trust in the universe. Bathed in the light of my inner temple, I now remember the value of each and every step of my life. Wow, I feel like crying right now for some reason because that's such a strong emotion. See, because this person's like, I love you, and even though you're doing this alone and all the fights and the battles you've gone through and those tears you've cried, you were never alone. You were never alone. I now remember in each step that you've gone through, how you've been guided the whole way, that has helped you transform. This is that card too. You've been bathed in the light and the love of the heavenly realms. I am light. I don't know why I feel like crying. That's so strong, man. This person's saying that I am light. I made it to the light. I am light now. And when you connect with the light, you're connecting with me. My consciousness never fades. My thoughts never dissipate. My love has never wavered. The way that we remember things is what has a long-lasting effect. Take time to change the perspective and look at it from all perspectives. Take a walk in my shoes and sit where I've sat. Loving you has always been the greatest joy of my life, though sometimes I didn't always show it or share it because of working hard or long hours or being in the midst of my own chaos. I always loved you. I watched you sleep. I'd kiss your forehead and hold your hand. Watching you with your arm out the window as I drive, she says. So innocent and pure. So new to life. I always knew that you would be a seeker. Man, I'm going to cry. That's so strong. I'm sorry. Wow. I always knew, she says, that you would be the seeker of the family and put everything back in its rightful place. And she just keeps showing me the hand out the window. Maybe that was something that you did as a little girl. And they're showing me like an old, some of you, the wood paneled wagons with the 4 doors and the hatchback on it. Wow. They're so proud and love you so much. That's never happened to me, to get that emotional. That is a very strong, overwhelming, man. Yeah, she's just like so grateful that the message gets to get out, because this is really going to touch somebody, so I'm glad I could do that. Holy cow. We love you. I love you more. I love you the most. Maybe you were called Little Chickpea. I'm hearing Popeye. That's so neat. Wow. That's so cool. Sorry for crying, guys. That was just so overwhelming of an energy. So beautiful. The crazier it is, the more sense it makes, right? Now you see why. Wow. Well, that is definitely a message for somebody, and I hope it finds whoever that was meant for. Taylor, I know that was some strong stuff, man, and I could just see this. I'm sitting in their perspective watching this little kid, you know, in the passenger seat, just arm out the window, carefree, you know, maybe you sat on your knees to look up a little bit, you know, back in our day there wasn't that many rules, and sometimes there wasn't seatbelts. So cool. They're also showing me Altoids. Maybe they had like little orange candies or hard candies that were either somewhere in the car or up somewhere, and then maybe for some of you this person smoked. They're showing me the ashtray in there with the cigarette lighter. That's another confirmation, and for some reason they want me to show you this heart. That could mean something. Maybe you've got a heart locket or a stone, or put a heart on their headstone of some sort, or have their ashes, or didn't get any ashes, or didn't make it to the funeral for some of you that's coming through. They say every angel was there to greet me home. Every angel, because I set that heart right here on the Metatron's cube. If you guys can see that, probably not. Shine bright like a diamond. Too neat, man. Too cool. All right. There's a few cards left on the deck, and this one says Whale Song, resignating that frequency. Number 61. June 1st could be important, or this person could have been 61. You could be 61, or 1961 could have significance. Jeweled web connectivity, number 32. 5 could be a number that you're seeing a lot lately. In the hand, the universe is your partner, number 31. And feast of plenty, choices and their consequences, making the right choices as you move along your path. Some of you really needed to release the thought of losing somebody that you love dearly, and that feeling of just being alone. And a lot of us who have ascended to this path of enlightenment, there's not many that are left with us, truly. And I know I'm a little bit younger and have kids that are still in the house, but some of you don't. Some of your kids are grown, and some of you, you've left your significant other, or they've passed, and it's not a lot of people understand you, nor do you really feel the need to, maybe just when you see them you just talk about them and they don't ask about you, you know what I mean, in that way. Oh, I'm good, but you just haven't gotten to that point of really sharing and having that moment. But some of you really will be able to share this piece of your life with them, and that will definitely, just like I shared that from the past on loved one, it will be something that keeps them going when you are gone. And not everything stays hidden, and spirituality is very sacred. Waking up and going through these different things that even sometimes we don't understand, we just go through them. So when we can share that with others in the perfect right timing, we also pulled that card out talking about in perfect right timing, you are in God's hands, and it makes sense at the perfect time when it's supposed to. And the legacy that you'll leave behind, it just takes time for other people to go through some certain things so that they can understand that's why mom was the way she was. That's why dad felt like he did after he got home from work, or that's why there was distance there, or the misunderstandings. A lot of people push away what they don't understand because the eye of the needle, intentionality, because they haven't adapted to their own being, their own essence of who they are, especially on a spiritual level. For some people it doesn't make sense. They're just trying to find their way and their personality and shift through things within their life, just to fit in. And a lot of people find themselves just trying to fit in this day and age. There's so much judgments, but at the perfect timing you will be able to pass the torch. When our parents die, or we're at that state where we're older and or we have illness. We could just hope that we don't raise our children to just be a little bit better than us, you know what I mean? Or I just want them to be better. We want our kids to exceed and they're different. They're not us. They're not even versions of us. The only reason they're versions of us is because they've been in that proximity and have been programmed by us in certain ways. And when they get out in the world, they do things different. It's hard to readapt and relearn things. So if you're trying to share spirituality and they're just getting settled in, or their apartment, or getting married, or having kids, or been distant, or they're going through their own divorce, allow those things to make way in their life. Or if that's your story, everything's going to make sense when it's supposed to. In the meantime, just be compassionate with yourself. Be patient with others and yourself. Some people, you'll know who to give your energy and who not to, and when it's time to share, so that we don't lose that connectivity and have to come back and relearn the same lessons. Any messages from this deck, Holy Spirit? Preparing evolution and growth. Mindful. Group think. Wow, there's a clock on there, and the time on the clock is 11:45. Confirmation that could actually, it is 11:45. That could be a time that somebody's seeing. They're telling me to add it up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, that's the number. Within your mind, the soul growth. Some of you are going to be experiencing some very wild things within your conscious self. Meditation and stillness is what's going to bring this forward for you. 40 and 11. Somebody needs to look up angel number 4011. Gathering around the power of community. That is just too neat, man. That is too cool. Okay. I'm going to pull from the Ascended Masters deck. And then I got some stuff to pack up and going to take care of. It is my birthday on July 3rd, and I will be out in the mountains where there is no phone service. There, if I drive back down into Pine, Idaho, I will be able to get emails and stuff like that. But I'm just going to let you guys know I will be gone from the 1st, and I will be home the evening of the 5th. So I will not be on here or posting. I'm going to go reset and enjoy my birthday. It took me 33 years to meet my real father, and I have the most amazing dad that I never got to be raised by, but he's in my life now, and him and my, I have 6 sisters. There's 6 of us girls from my mom, and then my father has 5 daughters. So there is 11 of us all together. 11 girls. So pretty interesting. The Lemurians. I love that gal. Alright, for the highest good of all. I just need to put some of this on my hands. Good night, Susan's Light. Thank you. I will have a good birthday. I am super excited. I just love being with my family, and I love spending time and healing old wounds and creating new connections. Everything is in perfect alignment. Notice I said my license plate actually says Angel 33. 33 is my favorite number, and I met my dad when I was 33, so nothing is by accident. Divine Master, what Divine Master is working with us at this time? All the way out, please. For the collective, messages for the highest good. I'm hearing frankincense and myrrh. Orange peel or oranges could be significant. Divine Masters for the highest good of all. we've got Green Tara at the bottom of the deck. We got Hanuman, devoted warrior. Let God's love hold you in strength. All right. Number 52. 52 or 7 could be an important number for you, or a confirmation. All right. Devoted warrior, let God's love hold you in strength. Hanuman is a Hindu warrior, god and divine companion and protector of the god Rama, the son of the wind god Vayu. He is loved by many not only because of his monkey form, but also because his sheer dedication to Rama is inspirational to all spiritual devotees. Hanuman is one of the main characters in the Hindu epic, the Ramayana. The story goes that after a great war there was a procession, and Rama and his wife Sita honored those who had fought for them. When it came to Hanumana, Sita took her favorite pearls off and placed them around his neck. Like a cheeky monkey, Hanumana began to bite them open like nuts and look inside each one. Startled, Rama wondered why he would do such a thing. Hanumana said, "I am looking for you, my lord. I love you and Sita so much. You are all I could ever want. If I were to rip open my heart and show it to you, there you would be." Thereupon he began to rip his chest open, and there, sitting where his heart would be, was an image of Rama and Sita. This is why Hanumana is the Lord of devotion. Your message: when you devote yourself to a vision with unwavering faith, you welcome in the support of the universe. Today, the devoted heart of Hanumana is guiding you to reflect on your strengths and talents. You are someone who gives with all of your heart, but many find it hard to receive in return. In fact, you give without looking for anything in return, but the universe wants you to make more time, energy, and space to be supported too. Because when you open up to the possibilities of being supported and nourished, you allow yourself to be replenished, and thus you have more to give. You are being honored today for your commitment to what is important to you. The universe sees you as vital to healing and expansion. But in order to keep going with your mission, let your heart be served in return. A true warrior's shield is the love of God. And his chest is wide open, isn't it? It is important to let other people in, and we pulled that card earlier, so that is just definitely another message that's being hit home. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I will be 36 years old. Thank you so much for your messages. Hot Rod says, "Hi, Portuguese." Oh, I love you. You will be missed while you're gone for a week. Enjoy celebrating yourself. All right, numbers to be on the lookout for throughout the week. 2002. Ooh, that fell right through. Oh my gosh. This is a huge new beginning. Look out for codes, and I feel like this is light codes, digital codes. They're showing me like reprogramming a computer with the ones and the zeros. This is straight God Force energy coming through. That's the big G-O-D right there. They're telling me to read it. It serves as a timely reminder that everything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. Ooh, and we talked about dreams earlier. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. Reset. surrender to the unknown, success and victory. In 1144, high vibes. I heard pick one way. 1818. And back that's they're telling me 99. Willpower. Wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming. You are destined for greatness. We also talked about the intention behind that. You know, for good things to come, we have to be able to have the intentions of what that's going to look like, to plan and set goals, to be able to release the old things that no longer positively serve us, whether it's a behavior pattern, a mindset, the clutter in our house, things we no longer need. It could be emotions or feelings that are pent up or towards somebody else. Sometimes we just got to go out for a good old flaunt and scream, you know, or scream in your pillow, or just release. We have emotions, we're supposed to feel them. That is the beauty of the humanism and the hearts that we have here on earth, right? Alright guys, I love you. I wish you guys all a happy 4th of July. I hope all of you have a good, safe weekend. Enjoy the fireworks. I will be back on here. I love you guys. Take care. Portuguese, for all of you that are new to my channel, my name is Casey. If you guys are interested in a personal read, my email address is all lowercase, one word, angeldynasty33, the number 33 at gmail.com. If you want to donate to my channel, there is a Cash App link in my description box, or my PayPal is in there as well. You guys have a wonderful night. Wade, thank you. I'll go back through some of those messages. It's about time. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy Independence Day. For those of you who served our country and our veterans, thank you so much. Taylor, I know you're a veteran. I appreciate you. You guys be safe and take care. Good night.